Hey everybody, this is September 15, 2025, Osher here, and you receive this email because you are subscribed to the S&P LiveChart that was just released 2 weeks ago on September 1st. If you were subscribed before, you already saw this line going in the same direction after the correction I've already expected to see during this eclipse. We are another time, every 6 months we are between eclipse zone, and this is a time that illustrated by important movement and very hard to predict, and at least we are seeing that it's happened here. Very bad. I also in October last year expected us to go down. Once the market insisted of going up, I've updated the line to continue it higher until the end of the year, and that's what we got, and this was cancelled. And again, market then beautifully followed the line with 90 something percent accuracy, even here. And then we all remember that in March, April, the top of the eclipse, the peak of the eclipse, market definitely deleted what options. I maximum thought that if it's going to be any correction, it will go to here, but look what it did. Very strong squeeze for all those positions were opened, but from this low point that S&P 500 fell to under the 5K, look what a rally we are, and how the line was illustrated back on what I created back then. I didn't touch it. Sometimes I can touch, sometimes I not, because I'm just reliable to what I read. This is the indicator. So many technical analysts will feel different emotions to different indicators. One is attached to the MACD, another one to the RSI. But this is my indicator, astrology calculation, and finally the market really achieved and received the price that I illustrated to happen already in July. Back then I thought that July was the peak, and then it's not that I thought, that's what I spoke about. It was one of the options that I said, yes, that the end of July will be a peak that will repeat here in August, September, but will fail. But as you know, we are looking on market that is still expected to go higher. And for now, with my prediction, as you are seeing my Astro LiveChart months in advance, this is the assumption that I showed you toward the 7K, but this is expected to go until almost the end of the year. For now, generally speaking, it's speaking toward the end of July, that may last for a few weeks here, until the middle of December, where we start to see some decline here. Something that may be parallel or repeated with the bear market that I'm seeing also in other markets. Seemingly that 2026 is going to be an important changes. The energy will change drastically, and for now, this is what I can see with the market, with the months ahead. It's always good to look back into the history of the live chart that I'm providing already for years, and to see how market really failed, where they really succeeded. Always in the eclipses area, we are seeing that here it was good in April 2024 relatively, but it's always very, very hard. It's a torment, my friends. It's a torment, and look what happened here. Remember this August 2024? How market plunged, they came back to the line. I thought that's going to give another bottom, but finally it just gave the bottom that I thought to come 2 months after. So this is how it works. It's just giving you a frame of a spine. The spine of the S&P is such a huge monster. It's probably aligned with so many other energies or intelligence that, of course, we know the word's manipulation, that we may take in account. And that's why I'm saying always, the more live chart you have, at least you're looking on other indices, at least you could validate what is in the energy right now. So even it's going higher, yeah, for those that want to earn money from options or whatever, may feel very frustrated. Yeah, the market is frustrating. You just need to understand that we are between eclipses right now as I'm speaking to you, and it's enough stressy. Mercury, indeed, the ruler of markets, is in Virgo, and it was just Kazimi with the Sun 2 days ago. Something need to give here, and if not, and we're seeing here the Bollinger Belt, that as always can be somehow reflected. You see here the middle Bollinger Belt. So that's what the calculation I gave here. I saw that it's going to be supported maximum by the middle Bollinger Belt of the weekly, but here to this eclipse I thought and assumed, yet we have time, 2 more weeks to illustrate this bottom, to go a little bit below this middle line. But what if we are going to receive something, let's draw it like this, if we're going to receive something like this and then to go higher, it's also a possibility. We already saw something similar of creating a gap from the general line that I illustrated, something that happened before. This is the best work I can give, and it's always important to combine with your own insight. Once I see and convince, and my indication are showing, I'm seeing the lines always, or every day, it's in my hand, I'm seeing it, but I'm not hurried to touch the line, as you see that I didn't touch here and I didn't touch in many other places. I'm not just touching in order to satisfy myself or others. This is what I can understand and how I'm aligned with the calculation by astrology that I'm seeing. The massive energy is showing to where, and I'm calculating to what price it could go, in what momentum. So we are knowing that after we are passing this end of September, October, something here will be built to support a movement higher. That's what I interpret the overall collective consciousness. This is not a crystal ball. I'm not seeing what is coming. I'm not promising prediction. I'm offering my superior indicator by calculating with astrofinance and with the reputation that we are seeing years before of how it worked, and based on this we can give it credit and learn. It's always good to go backward and see how it works. Where you see the line was broken is exactly where market really mistake and misled from my expectation, and then I continued with a new line. And this is important to be informed, and specifically to those that are new to this service of LiveChart. All the best. Expect for another bonus video for another indices if you are subscribed, and I'll be in touch, and we are all in Telegram and Instagram. Bye for now.